we've we talked about and we went through the fitness video. Um, Part of being fit, there are two components, right? There's the exercise component of getting fit, and then there's the dietary component of being fit. Now, in the diet world, there's so many different diets, and there's so many ways that people have, show you how to lose weight. And I've come across tons. I've tried out so many diets. I can't even keep track of how many I've tried out. But the one thing that I find that's tried and true that works time after time is to avoid certain things in your diet. Okay? So in this first day, the first day of the challenge, I'm going to offer a few rapid weight loss tips. Okay? If you want to lose weight rapidly, there are a few things that you need to do. And I'm going to have more videos on this subject, but I'm just going to talk about the main ones. The first thing is you really need to take all of those candy bars and bags of chips and you need to put them away for now. Okay? One of the worst things that you can do that will kill a diet, that will stall weight loss, is to eat excess sugar, refined sugar. Now, sugar is everywhere. Companies they add it to everything. It's almost unavoidable. You see in a lot of fitness shows that we consume so much sugar, it's really outrageous. The body doesn't need this kind of sugar, and it's really bad for you, okay? And even if you have no history of diabetes or there's no diabetics in the family, that still doesn't mean that you're free from the ill effects of overconsumption of refined sugars, okay? So if you like to eat cereal in the morning, take a look at the side, the ingredient panel. If you have a cereal that's 40 to 50% sugar, then you know that you have a problem. Okay? Take that cereal, put it away. I recommend that for not only to maintain the blood sugar, but also to lower your cholesterol and keep it in check. Things like rolled oats. You can now get in the supermarkets, they have organic oats, rolled oats that you can cook in just a couple of minutes. And rather than add refined sugars to them, I would suggest that you add some nuts and some fruits. Now remember, don't overdo all of that because nuts have plant fat. They're very healthy, but it's very easy to make that into a fattening meal. So you can have oats in the morning. You can add some dried cranberries, let's say, craisins, I think they call them. You can add some raw almonds chopped up in there, or sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, walnuts. Those are all peanuts. Those are all good nuts, and they have good fat. And I recommend that you eat like that. Another favorite of mine in the morning, or any time during the day actually, is scrambled eggs. The egg is an incredible food. It's pretty close to a perfect food, and it's been maligned quite a bit with regards to cholesterol and other things. And now I personally, I never subscribe to that, and I have never noticed any bump in cholesterol level by eating eggs, both with eggs and without eggs. Now, your mileage may vary, but there are studies out there that show that cholesterol in eggs does not, in fact, have a significant effect. Now, so if you scramble those eggs and you put a little seasoning on them, remember, we're staying away from excess sugar. Another thing we should stay away from is salt. You want to keep your salt intake in check. And the reason for that is that if you consume a lot of salt, your body will retain a lot of water. So it will give you a bloated appearance. So so I would avoid restaurant foods. For example, notoriously high in salt are things like Chinese food. They also have monosodium glutamate, MSG. If you search on the web for bad effects from MSG, you'll see that there's plenty out there. So if I were you, I would avoid those foods entirely. So easy on the sugar, easy on the salt, and you'll notice that a lot of bloat that you may have from the carbohydrates and from the sugars will start to come off early in the diet. So I recommend that you can, in fact, start the day with oats, your one carbohydrate meal, let's say, and then afterwards I would recommend that you go with proteins, okay? Now, eggs are a fantastic source of protein, but also lean meats, chicken, fish also fantastic, especially salmon. Now, I recommend not going with farm raised. I like to have wild Alaskan salmon, wild caught, and that's my favorite salmon. I buy it whenever it's in season, whenever it's available. Okay, so your protein meals, you want to have protein, and for the carbohydrate in there, and by the way, you cook them, I suggest, on the barbecue, okay, or you can grill them in the oven, so that you don't have to add things that are really high in fat to cook them, right? They can be cooked all by themselves. If you have salmon, you can add a lemon juice at the end there, and that doesn't add any significant source of calories, and you'll be fine. So we're exercising and we're following a diet that stays away from sugar primarily, and from things like fried foods and, French fries, pizza, sandwich bread, things like that. So you want to steer clear of these things because they're complete diet destruction engines, for want of a better term. But yeah, so start off the day right. You can do oatmeal with a little fruit in it. You can do eggs. And by the way, as far as fruits are concerned, fantastic fruits are strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. The berries are fantastic because they're not high in sugar. They have tremendous antioxidant power. I would highly recommend you have at least one type of berry, serving of berries in your diet each and every day. Apples are also excellent. Now, wherever possible, I would go organic, because strawberries and apples are very high on the list as far as foods that get contaminated by pesticides. So if you go organic, that's a place where you won't go wrong. Fruits that have a rind, that are less susceptible to that you don't need organic necessarily, are citrus fruits, like, for example, your grapefruits and your oranges. Eating grapefruit is a great start to the day, so consider doing that. All right, so those are my general food tips, okay? So once you eat naturally, you'll find that the fat will start to naturally come off. So the moment you stop eating things like potato chips, the moment you stop eating sugary cereals, chocolate bars, chocolate candies. Now, dark chocolate is a great source of antioxidants. So if you can find dark chocolate, all right, and like a 70% cacao that says on it, okay, those have a lot less sugar, and a small square of that has a tremendous antioxidant power. So, I'll be discussing things like this that will help you lose weight. It will appear on our website. Right here is the link. I'll put it right here. So you can go to our website and check out all of the tips and information. And remember, it's free to join. Okay, so you can put that credit card away. It's free to join, and you can follow along, and I'll have more information than what appears here on these videos. You'll also have my daily diary. I'll post recipes and things like that, and I'll have a forum, and we'll get that forum running so you can actually ask questions. In the meantime, feel free to ask questions below the video, and I'll try to help out. And don't forget, to like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate you following along, and I hope that you will succeed and lose weight and get fit too. Thanks so much for participating, and success, and have a great day.